Good afternoon, fellow graduates, teachers, friends, and family. Growing up in the Benkhen home was a real trip. There are 11 of us, 8 brothers, 2 sisters, and then me, Shayna, somewhere in the middle. Often just trying to keep up. Our house was loud, wild, and definitely full of life. But there wasn't much room to figure out who I was, as a Jewish girl trying to find her place. School didn't help. In fact, it made things worse. It was a place where I felt smaller, overlooked. Teachers barely looked my way, rarely asked what I thought, and slowly, painfully, I stopped believing that my voice mattered. The girl you see today, who speaks up and stands tall, she was buried under many years of silence and doubt. One summer, something changed. I went to CGI Poconos. For the first time, I felt seen, really seen. The staff welcomed me as not just another face, but as someone whose questions mattered. My head counselor, a former BHH alumni, now famous with 75,000 followers, Hannah Bassman, told me about this school she believed was perfect for me. For a moment, I even dared to dream. But then, when 8th grade started, that dream felt impossible. Leaving home for high school wasn't practical. I thought maybe I never find my place. And then Sarah came into my life. Sarah Skirke, a true BHH OG, who had walked the one hall I longed to walk. Little did I know there wasn't going to be any halls. And soon she agreed to marry my brother. Sarah brought Bader Hillel High back into my life. And with her support, she made it real for me. I'll never forget that first day. We rolled up in a big white van, and suddenly there was a red carpet, music, dancing, and people cheering. Bader Hillel High was different. The teachers cared. The girls supported each other. I felt so blessed to be in this school. One day, in my freshman year, a teacher asked me a question that really shook me. He said, "Why are you religious?" The room went silent. I had no answer. I felt exposed, embarrassed, even angry. I did what any self-respecting teenager would do. I avoided that teacher for months. But that question haunted me. It made me cry. But it also began to wash away the old Shayna, making room for someone new. Since then, I started writing down every question I had about Judaism, about life, about myself. Slowly, answers began to appear. Slowly, I began to rebuild. At BHH, I wasn't just learning Chumash or Halacha, math, or science. I was also discovering who I was as a student, person, and especially as a Jew. I walked in unsure, afraid, often covered up with being loud. But I found a school where girls weren't just classmates. They were sisters. They laughed with me, let me be myself, and sometimes would cheer me on or tell me when it's time to get it together. They gave me space to be honest, to be curious, and to grow. At BHH, I was surrounded by girls just like me, girls who wanted to go deeper. It helped me realize that being a Jewish girl isn't just about tradition. It's about leadership. It's about discovering and realizing our purpose. It's about owning who you are, and each and every day taking steps closer to who you're meant to be. The Torah gave me that foundation, and Bader Hillel High told me how to build on it. And now, 4 years later, I can say with pride, I am Shayna Miriam Benkhen. I'm a Chabad Jewish girl, and yes, I know why I'm religious. Because being religious isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up, growing, asking, becoming. It's about owning my story, even the messy parts, and taking more and more steps in the direction of mission and purpose. To my parents, Mommy and Tati, thank you for believing me and growing alongside me. To my siblings, all 10 of you, and my nephew Chesky, thank you for being my loud, wonderful, one-of-a-kind tribe. So Mazel Tov, to the class of 2025, let's go out there and change the world, one mitzvah, one question, and one better version of ourselves at a time. Thank you.